How are you all doing? Um, I want to make a quick video. Hopefully I make it as short as possible. And before I speak my truth, I would like to say a short prayer. Father Lord, I just want to thank you this Sunday. I want to give you all the glory for all that you have been to me. I bless your name because there is no one like you, O God. Father, I sit here to speak my truth. You alone knows. You alone know it all. You alone sees it all. You alone knows my heart. And you know, Lord, that everything that I sit here, that I'm going to say here today, oh God, you know I am speaking my truth. You know that I'm speaking my truth, oh God. I am not here to speak against the church. I am not here to bring anybody down, but I am here to speak my truth. And you know that, Lord, whatever I'm saying is the truth. And God, if I sit here, oh God, to speak against any man of God forcefully or the Church of Jesus Christ, Father, deal with me. Let me not prosper in all that I do. But Father, if I sit here to say the truth, oh God, and still people are doubting me, and speaking against me, or standing against me, Father, may every single one of them experience every single thing that I have experienced. May they, their nieces, their nephews, their children, mothers, Father, every single one of them experience what I've experienced, oh God. Because you know, God, that I love you too much to speak against anything that concerns you. But Father, because of the love that I have for you, and because of the love that I have for the victims, oh God, who's been through this and all about to go through this, oh God, because of the love I have for them, it's why I am coming out to speak up, oh God. Protect me, oh God. Protect everyone that has been through this, oh God. Heal them, oh God. Heal them, oh God. Mend their broken hearts, oh God. Give them peace, oh God, that passes all understanding, oh God. Because no one knows it, oh God. No one knows the hurts. No one knows the pain. No one knows the trauma. No one knows, oh God, how hurtful it is for someone to be in the place, to be in this position. But you know it all, oh God. You do. Take care of our hearts, oh God. For in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Okay. As a child, I gave my life to Christ at the age of 6. Basically, I was born and raised in the church. So, the church is all I knew growing up. The church is all I knew. I remember going around evangelizing to people at the age of 6. I would go from bus to bus, preaching the gospel. I was a member of the SU, Student Christian Union, back in Romokuta Girls Secondary School, Port Harcourt, and I loved God. I still love Him. Passionately, I was willing to work for God. I would go the extra mile. I was always in church, basically. I was the youngest in my choir, always in church, always wanted to do stuff for God. I was always excited when it comes to the things of God. I was always excited, oh boy. And then I remember one day, a celestial pastor, I think, told my mom that I needed deliverance or something. And, my mom, being my mom, I'm sure she acted like every other mom would act. And, told the pastor, okay, when and blah, blah, blah. And the pastor said I would need to come to his house for the deliverance prayer. So My mom dropped me off at the pastor's house. I slept in the pastor's room. The pastor made me sleep in his room. And the pastor raped me. And I was 15. No. I was 15 years old, I believe, when this celestial pastor raped me. So that was how I was this virgin. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody because I knew no one would believe. Never told anybody. I'm sure this would be the first time probably my parent, my mom, siblings, everybody would know about this. Never spoke to anybody about it. That didn't deter me from serving God. It didn't stop me from going to church. It didn't stop me from doing the things of God. I was still going to church, still serving God. And then fast forward till 2005. 1998, we relocated to the States. We lived in Des Moines, Iowa. My mom, we started going to a First Assembly of God church in Des Moines, Iowa. Predominantly white people. So, it was good. Rosie loved God, loved the music. But, I wanted a church more with African feel, something that will still remind you of back home. 2001, I relocated to Dallas. Started going to African church. And I joined the Redeemed Christian Church of God and loved it. Joined the choir. I was one of the praise and worship leaders in the church. Used to go for Holy Ghost night vigil. And I started singing at the Holy Ghost night vigil, started leading praise and worship. And this fateful day, pastor came to me after the service and said, "Oh, I love the way you sing, I would like to get your number, blah, blah, blah." I gave him my number. He's a pastor. I used to think pastors were mini gods. In fact, actually, I used to think pastors were God. Truly. I used to think they were perfect. I recently realized that pastors are not perfect. It's just a title. But I used to think they were perfect. So I said, "Yes, pastor, you can have my number," and all that. So the pastor took my number. They would call from time to time to check up on me. And pastor used to go to the Redeemed Church in Garland. Yes. He used to go to the Redeemed Church in Garland. And so I think the Redeemed Church pastor then now sent him to go start up his own church in Mesquite, or start up a branch in Mesquite. So the pastor called me and said, "Oh, I would like you to leave wherever you are, come join me. I want you to grow up the choir, blah, blah, blah," and that. I said, "Oh, pastor, I'm very committed in my branch. I cannot stand up and join you. You have to go talk to my pastor and seek permission. If he says yes, then I can join you." And then one night in 2005, I think it was about 7:30 to 8 o'clock p.m. The pastor called me and said, "Sister Blessing, I just finished praying and God laid it in my heart to come and pray for you." I said, "Pastor, can you come and pray for me tomorrow? It's late now." He said, "No, I have to do it right now." He sounded like it was urgent, and I believe in the pastor. I said, "Okay, fine, pastor." So pastor said, "Text me your address." I texted him my address. He came to my house, knocked. He arrived at my house around 9 p.m. So I opened my door, and I had two sitters. One was back in the wall, and then there's another one in the middle, back in my kitchen. So I offered him the seat. It sat at the one back in the wall, while I sat at the one back in my kitchen. So I offered him something to drink. He said no, he didn't want anything. So I said, "Okay, pastor, we can pray now." And then he moved from his seat and sat right next to me in my seat. And I'm sitting down wondering, okay, what is going on? Why is this pastor sitting next to me? And I said, okay, Pastor, what's going on? Then he grabbed me and said, Sister Blessing, I like you so much. I like you so much. I want you to be my girlfriend, and nobody will know about it. I said, Pastor, I can't be your girlfriend. You're married. Pastor said, it doesn't matter. My wife is not here. Then his wife was still in Nigeria. And this pastor I'm talking about is Pastor Valentine. I don't know if he's still a redeemed pastor in Mesquite, but he was sent to go start up a redeemed church in Mesquite. His name is Pastor Valentine. That man can pray down the Holy Ghost, and he prophesies too. I'm sure a lot of you that lives in Dallas that attend the Redeemed Church of God know him. You all know this pastor. Then I pushed him away. I said, Pastor, what you're doing is not right. I am going to report to my pastor. You know what the pastor said to me? I should be lucky that he's trying to sleep with me. Wow. Then I said, Pastor, why should I be lucky that you're trying to sleep with me? He said, because there are a lot of girls that want him, but he doesn't want them. He wants me. I said, Pastor, please, I don't want you. I see you as a spiritual father. Please leave me alone. Pastor, please leave. This pastor grabbed me and pinned me down my couch. I was struggling with the pastor and screaming, Pastor, please leave me alone. Leave me alone. I am not down for this. I was literally struggling with the pastor. And I said, Pastor, if you don't leave me alone, I will call the police. Do you know what the next thing the pastor said to me? Pastor said, he laughed and said, nobody will believe you. I said, why would nobody believe me? They would believe me. He said, you know why? Because 1, I am married. 2, I am a pastor. 3, you're single. I'll tell them you try to seduce me. I was like, wow. In my mind, I was like, wow. So now, at this point, I wasn't threatening to call the police anymore. I was literally pleading. Because this man is strong. He's stronger than me. I was really skinny then. You know? And I said, Pastor, please, I am pleading with you. Please don't do anything to me. That was when I now told him, Pastor, okay, you know what? I am actually on my period now. Please, next time, I know we could do this next time. Please, I am on my period. I plead with you. I promise next time we would do this. Please, Pastor, leave me alone. That was how the pastor said, you sure next time we'll do it? I said, yes. And then he left me alone. And then I said, Pastor, I want to go to bed. I'll talk to you later. I said, Pastor, that was when he left. And I said, I locked my door. Immediately, I told myself, I said, this pastor would never in his life set his foot in my house again. I called a sister I used to confide in then. Her name is Sister Bissy. She was a big sister to many of us. We used to all confide. A lot of us used to confide in her. We used to call her up when things are happening to us, or we're confused about something. We'll call her and seek her advice. I called Sister Bissy up. I said, Sister Bissy, you wouldn't believe what just happened to me. Sister Bissy said, what happened to you? I said, Pastor Valentine just left my house. I said, in the house, they had a couple of people in the house. They were all upstairs in their rooms. All of a sudden, somebody just jumped on top of me, and basically, you know how you're sleeping straight facing up, and then someone comes and grabs you and pinned you down to the couch, pinned me down to the couch, and he was trying to remove my pants, and he was struggling with me, and I was struggling with him, and he was moving his his pen is between my thighs while he was struggling with my pants, trying to remove my pen. And by the time he knew it, it came, and while it was coming, he told me, he said, I'm coming, just hold on. I was so disgusted by that act. I pushed him away after he came, and I'm just thinking to myself, what is this? I said, this is Nigeria. I said, nobody will believe me if I go to the police and tell them, because this man would tell them that I seduced him. I came to his house. They would really ask me, what were you doing at his house at night if you didn't go there to do anything? But they wouldn't know that it was only meant to give me a ride. And because we couldn't make it to where I was staying, he offered me his place. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that, him offering me his place. Now, I'm not saying that, you shouldn't like me or have some kind of feelings for me, or, but once you make a move and I say no, it means that whatever you want with me is not consensual. So therefore, you should stop right at that moment. Just because I said no does not mean that you should force me. You should molest me. And while you're even molesting me, I'm screaming your name, telling you, leave me the hell alone. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm not saying don't do anything. I'm not saying don't commit fornication or don't commit adultery. I'm not saying don't do all of that. If you want to do that, do it at your own account. Do it at court. Do it. Be at peace with whatever you're doing. But do not try to force anybody to sleep with them, especially when they say no. I am a grown-ass woman, for God's sake. If I want to do it, ask me. If I want to do it, I'll do it. If I don't want to do it, I'll say no. And when I say no, please don't try to force me. So, I reported him to the person he introduced me to. I reported him to somebody else, an official in the church. Nobody did anything about it. Nobody spoke to him. Nobody cautioned me. Nobody cautioned him. Nobody said anything. So I just left it alone. I said, well, this is Nigeria. Blessing, next time. This is what I said to my next time. You're not going to sleep in anybody's house. I don't care who the person is. And this man is married. So I wouldn't think he would want to do anything with me. Yes, he's married. His wife. I don't even know where his wife was at that time. But whatever. He's married. He had just introduced me to a guy. The guy and I were feeling each other. So what is it why would you want to try to rape somebody that you've just introduced to your friend? Who does that? Like, who does that? Right? Nobody said anything about it. So I left it alone, and and then I started staying away from this guy. I just didn't want to be close to him. I didn't want to have anything to do with him anymore. Once in a while, he would check up on me and say hello, but I stopped calling him. The friendship just reduced because I just didn't think I could trust this man. Then, fast forward to 2 weeks ago, my friend invited me for a birthday party in Maryland. And I told my friend, sure, I'll go. It's been a while since I went to I was in Maryland. So I'll go for the party. Let's go have some fun. And if you know me very well, you know I love to enjoy my life. I love to have fun. So I went with her, and a couple of days before then, the pastor called me. So I told him, I'll be in Maryland on this day. And he said, okay, I'll come visit you with his son and wife. I said, fine, it will be lovely to see them again, blah blah blah. So we got to Maryland, kept sending me messages, are you here yet? Are you here yet? I said, we're at the friend's place. We're trying to take a shower, and we'll change and go for the party, and then after the party we'll probably meet after the party. And I said, fine, let me know when you're on your way back to your hotel. I said, okay, sure. So I sent him a message letting him know, okay, we're leaving the party now. We're on our way to the hotel. He said, okay, fine. So we got to the hotel. He arrived about the same time we arrived. Apparently, he doesn't live far from the hotel. So waited for my friend to park the car. She came down from the car. We rode our luggage to the hotel. Inside the hotel, we checked in. And we realized that our hotel was kind of in the basement area. So we basically have to take like a staircase down, just one staircase down to get to our room. So the pastor said, okay, let me help you guys. You guys just go. I'll help you guys. I said, no, Pastor, we will not allow you to carry all of this. We'll carry them. I will introduce them to the pastor. Pastor, this, meet this. My friend, meet pastor, that. And already one of the girls was already saying, oh, she doesn't trust pastors and all that. And the other lady and I were, fighting her, like, why would you say that? Not all pastors are bad, blah, blah, blah. So, so we introduced her to pastor, so another pastor again. Okay. So we got to the room, he helped us, took our things inside the room, and immediately I turned around and said, okay, well, let me walk you out. So we walked out, we came out from the hallway. There's a secluded hallway section of the hallway before you get to the main entrance, the lobby. So as soon as we got to that secluded part, approaching the lobby, he was in front of me, turned around, grabbed me, and kissed my lip, and I pushed him. I said, stop it. I pushed him away. And then I said, before I was going to walk him to his car, but when that happened, I said, okay, in my mind, I said, this man has not changed. I'm just going to walk him to the lobby, and we'll probably chat a little bit, and then, and say goodbye to him. Then I said, oh, what happened? You didn't bring your wife, you didn't bring the son. I wanted to see your son because I'd never met his son. He said, oh, the wife came back from work. She said she was tired. She didn't want to go anywhere. I said, oh, I understand. What about the son? Grandmother took him or something like that. I said, oh, and I really wanted to see him with his cute self, blah, 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 So we talked about things and a few things. And I said, oh, Pastor, I'm tired. I want to go back and lay my head down. It's been a long day. He now say, oh, let me walk you back to your room. I said, no, I'll be fine. You don't need to walk me back to my room. So when he said that, I'm like, okay, I hope this guy doesn't try this. Now this is what I'm going to do. Since then, the first time he was in front of me, now I'm going to make sure I'm in front. So I was in front, walking very fast. As soon as I got back to that, we got back to that secluded area again. This man from behind me grabbed me like this, locked my hands, everything, grabbed me. And as soon as he grabbed me, he bent me down like this, and it was moving his waist. And I was screaming. I said, leave me alone. You're embarrassing me. This is a public place. He said, please, now I'm coming. I'm like, leave me the hell alone. I was struggling, trying to break myself loose. So I moved a little bit forward while he was dragging me back. And then I grabbed onto the rail of the staircase and I pushed myself. I was in that position, mind you, for like 3 to 5 minutes, struggling with this man while I was screaming, leave me alone, leave me alone. So I grabbed myself and I pulled myself forward with my weight, and then I pushed him away, and then I walked very fast and then went to my room. While he was there standing, he was standing shouting my name, blessing, please come, blessing, come, blessing, come. I didn't even answer him. I didn't turn around. I didn't look back. I just walked straight to my room. As soon as they opened the door for me, I shouted at my friend, I said, you guys are so bad. You guys didn't hear me screaming? They said, no, we didn't hear you scream. I said, I was screaming. I said, you guys didn't hear me scream? They said, no, we didn't hear you scream. I said, what? They said, what happened? I said, this pastor tried to rape me in the hallway. And they said, what? Just now? I said, yes. Then the other lady said, I told you. Hey, you see? I keep telling you, these pastors are not real. I said, no, this is just one bad one out of the many good ones. I said, this is one bad one out of the many good ones. I was so shocked. I was thinking, they said, call the police on him. Call the police. I thought about his status. This guy is not documented. If he was documented, I probably would have. I just started playing everything in my head. I don't want his family to suffer. I was just thinking, what do I do with this man? What do I do? They say, call him. So I said, no, I want to call a friend. There's a friend that, I would usually call and tell those things to. They say, no, don't tell him. Just call the police, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay, fine. I'm not going to tell anybody. I was expecting that this guy will go back home and think about his actions and send me a message and say, stop, blessing, I'm sorry. I was carried away. I'm sorry about what happened. He did not call. He didn't say anything. The next day he sent me a message and said, at night, he said, oh, sorry, I was going to come see you earlier today. My family took me out for lunch for Father's Day. I didn't respond to his text message. So you would think that if this person that would usually communicate with you, and he knew that I read this message, I didn't respond to his message. Common sense didn't tell him that he should send me a message and say, I hope you were not upset about what happened yesterday, right? I'm sorry, I apologize. He kept quiet. I kept thinking, at my age, I'm still going through molestation. When is this ever gonna stop? I didn't go to your house. You came to see me. You say you were going to come with your family. You want to come with your family and say hello. You decided to come alone because you know what you've already planned to do with me in your mind. You came alone. You tried to touch me. If you had asked me, Sister Blessing, can you, I want to sleep, but I feel like doing this thing. And maybe if I feel like doing it safe, I would say, okay, fine. It's consensual. But you just try to rape me, a grown-ass woman, in America. This is not Nigeria, for God's sake, in a hotel hallway. You didn't think there was going to be camera? What the hell were you thinking about? So I've been, that bothered me a little bit. All the anger, the bitterness, everything just came back like, I was asking myself, why didn't you travel with your pepper spray? Why didn't you do this? I was just thinking about 1,000,001 things I could have done to that guy. And then I said, you know what? I don't want to have anything to do with this man ever again in my life. I am going to block him. I told my friends I'll block him. They said, no, don't block him. I said, I don't want to have anything to do with him anymore in my life. I don't want to have any relationship, friendship, family, whatever. I don't want to set my eyes ever again on him because I'll kill him if I do. I said, this man has inflicted so much pain on me. First time you tried to rape me in 2005, 15 in your house. Now again? No. Then yesterday or 2 days ago, a lady came out. I woke up, saw a video of a lady, Busola Dakolo, talking about her truth, how she was raped by a pastor. And I remember, I just put every memories I had as a child up until now came back to life. I was sobbing. I said, oh my God. I was crying. I said, Blessing, you have to do something about this. This got to stop. This got to stop. This has to stop. She gave me so much boldness to confront my truth. And I said, you know what, since this guy is senseless, he doesn't feel like he should reach out to me and apologize, I am going to post something on Facebook. He follows me. He's following me on all my social media pages. So I know he would know that I'm talking about him. And immediately I posted my comments. A pastor friend that knows him reached out to me and said, oh, who is this person? I told that pastor friend, I mentioned his name to him, and the pastor, I think, reached out to him and said he should go look Facebook, and he went on Facebook, read my comments, sent me messages. I didn't respond. He tried calling me. I said, no, I'm not going to answer his phone calls. Whatever he wants to say to me, let him put in his writing. He sent me a message, he's sorry, blah, blah, blah. And I, sent him a message saying, you don't do that. You violated me. You should have apologized. I gave you few weeks to apologize, and you never did. And, all I wanted from this man was just to own up and say, yes, I'm sorry, I molested you. It would never happen again. I apologize. But he didn't do that. Rather, he was apologizing and still being defensive at the same time. And I said, no, I can't do this. I can't take this. You're not apologizing. This is not proper apology. You owe me an apology. I wonder how many people he's done it to. And then when I posted my comments, some people say, oh, she's just looking for cheap attention. And I'm wondering, I'm not in Nigeria. I'm not looking for fame. I'm not a celebrity. I'm none of that. I'm a career woman. I'm not looking for all of that. A grown-ass woman like me would not come on social media and come and embarrass myself and take insult from people. No, I have no reason to lie. And then you keep asking these women, these victimized women, how come you didn't speak up? How come you didn't speak up? Why would they speak up when when they don't have evidence? Even me that have evidence, you're still questioning me. You're still against me. You're still accusing me of lying against the man of God and the church. I have evidence, and mine is just recent, 2 damn weeks ago. The reason why I never came out all this years to talk about the other people was because I didn't have evidences. How was I going to say? The man would say that I seduced him, and everybody would believe the story and his word against my word. So how was I supposed to come out and talk? And something else, a woman who has been victimized, the first thing that they think about they don't think about going to report. The first thing for them is the shame. Why me? The stigma behind it. What are people going to say? We know that people will not believe our story, so why going out there to put ourselves out there? The shame, the guilt, what did I do? How did I dress? How was I dressed? I know I wasn't dressed inappropriately when this man came to my hotel. I had on a long boo-boo gown, so what could have prompted that? I didn't create myself. God created me. Don't abuse me. Don't assault me. Because of everything I've been through, I just lost interest in everything. I just don't want to be involved with anything. All I just want to do is go to church, serve God, share the grace, carry my Bible, carry my bag, and go home. I didn't want to, in fact, I didn't, and I still don't want to associate with any church members. Just let everybody do their thing. When we see ourselves in church, oh, sister that, hey, oh, church that, laugh, everything. But after church, I'm out. No time for that. The only reason why I'm still holding on to God is because of my personal relationship with God. It got to a point in my life where I had to go buy a daily scriptural Bible and say, God, I want to know you for myself. I'm tired of listening to everything that comes out from that pulpit. I want to know you for myself. And I prayed one prayer. I said, God, help me to know you for who you are. And that was how I started building my relationship. This thing affected me. There were times that I would cry myself to sleep and say, God, why me? There were times I told God, God, please just take my life. I'm tired. I'm not coming out to bring down any church. God in heaven bears me witness. I am not coming down to speak against and forcefully talking against any man of God. I am coming to speak my truth to help someone out there that is going through similar things that I've been through. I'm here to help the future. I'm here to help our future daughters, sons. I'm here to help everybody. I've not only been molested by pastors, I've been molested by uncles too. So don't think it's just pastors, it's everywhere. Molestation is real, rape is real. People are actually raping people. People are actually molesting people daily. So don't make these victims feel bad. Don't make them feel guilty. They're already feeling guilty for the act. I'm feeling guilty for somebody else's action. Bad decision. So why would you want to come bury me inside what I'm going through? I'm hurting you or condemning me, telling me I'm lying against the pastor. I have no reason to lie against anybody, honey. I have no reason. I'm not being paid to do. No one can pay me enough to do this. Nobody. I mean, nobody from the pit of hell can pay me to do this or to bring down a church. I am not trying to bring down the church. Rather, I am trying to strengthen the church. Rather, I am trying to tell people in the church that it's okay for you, whatever you want to do it. But let it be consensual. I'm not telling you don't live your life. I am not telling you. And then these people will do these things and then they will tell you I should feel blessed, I should feel lucky that they're trying to rape me. Come on. If that's what Jesus Christ is all about, then I don't want to know Jesus Christ. I know Jesus Christ is not about someone raping me or me feeling lucky that you're trying to rape me. That's not what Jesus Christ stands for. That's not what his message is all about. That's not what his message is all about. I'm here to reach out to young people. I'm here to reach out to every one of you. For every one of you that have been victimized. From every one of you that have been through what I've been through. For every one of you that are about to go through what I've been through. I'm speaking to you. Please reach out. Don't be quiet. Don't be silent. Speak out. Speak out. Seek help. It's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. I've shed some tears. I still shed tears. The past few days I've been bawling, I've been crying. I have felt every single hurt that I thought I had let go came back. Don't let anyone abuse you. Don't let anybody abuse you. I am a brand new woman. I am not a product of my past. God has a better calling for you. Don't ever feel you're worthless. For a long time, I felt worthless. For a long time, I thought I was not important to God. For a long time, I thought God didn't love me. For a long time, I questioned God wanted me. For a long time, I thought God had forsaken me. For a long time, I thought it is normal to be raped and it is normal to be molested. Just want to come and share my truth and just let you know I have no reason to lie against anybody. I have no reason to bring down the church. I am part of the church. I am the church. I remember joining my new church. I just didn't want to have anything to do with the church. I just didn't want to have anything to do in the choir. I didn't want to sing. I just want to go to church, serve God, and take my Bible, take myself home. But God told me to be a blessing to people out there. And I told God I didn't want to be abused anymore. I didn't want to put myself in a position where I'll be abused. And He told me He's turning my mess into my message. That everything that I've been through, it's going to be a message. It's going to bless somebody. It's okay to cry. It's okay. Don't let anyone tell you not to speak up. Don't listen to anybody. They're not in your shoes. They've never walked your walk. They don't know where you've been. They don't know your pain. They don't know your hurts. They don't know how broken you are. I'm here to tell you I'm no longer broken. You're looking at a girl that's been broken so many times. And a lot of people are saying you didn't tell the church authority. What happened when I told the church authority that my ex-husband slept with a church sister while he was married to me, impregnated her, and he was not remorseful about it? What happened to the church authority? Church authority didn't do anything. They swept it under the carpet and told me I was lying. And then they turned around and tried to poison me. I ended up in the hospital for 1 week. Doctor told me I was poisoned. Because they were trying to silence the truth. But in due time, the truth came out. I don't want to talk to anybody They don't understand my pain. They wouldn't understand my pain. So I can't talk to church authorities because they wouldn't do anything about it. They'll sweep it under the carpet. They'll tell you, okay, we'll see, we'll talk about it. But they never did. Thank you all for listening to me. Love you guys.